What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 41 of our Madden 25 New England Patriots franchise mode here on the channel. The Patriots find themselves here in the Super Bowl against the Green Bay Packers. Yes, we're talking about the Green Bay Packers and one Mr. Jordan Love. Yeah, Jordan Love has led the Green Bay Packers to the Super Bowl a lot quicker than it took one Mr. Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers never led the team back to the Super Bowl after upsetting the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yeah, I think, Greg Jennings with the broken leg, and, Aaron Rodgers, who kind of just springtailed his entire career off of a Super Bowl upset, never made it back. Did a lot of things in his career, but never made it back to the big game here. And Jordan Love getting here, and sure, he became like the highest paid quarterback of all time when he did it, and he sat behind Aaron Rodgers for a couple years, kind of like Brett Favre, forced Aaron Rodgers to sit behind him, and then Aaron Rodgers ended up with the Jets for a couple seasons. Jury's still out here if Aaron Rodgers is ever going to be a Viking and just kind of complete the Brett Favre run here. That'd be hilarious if he did. Probably won't happen, honestly. But you never know. So we're going through the team right here for the Packers, as they'll be taking on the Patriots here. And they have a fairly well-rounded team. Not one player is super high in one position, causing there to be deficits at another position. It appears that every position, it's fairly well-rounded. You're sitting at high mid-70s, mid-80s. I think even the corners, you got Jair Alexander, Adebo, Stokes. It's Javon Bullard, 89 Xavier McKinney. It's a very well-rounded team here in Green Bay, and that's something you can't take for granted. That is a well-constructed team. When you have a team that, you're not having, a 90 overall left tackle followed by a 68 guard. You have players that complement each other. You have offenses and defenses that can gel well together in theory. That there's not one player who will be targeted over the others. That's the sign of a very good defense right there. A very good offense right there, where the defense can't, focus on one player and be like, all right, take him away and force everyone else to beat us. When you can't do that, that makes any team, a lot harder to play. And I don't see this Packers game being a cakewalk here for the Patriots. I see them having to get dirty out there and having to really dig deep for a win in today's episode. And you gotta think, Tom Brady did a lot of good things here for New England. He brought a lot of winning here. He brought 6 Super Bowls to the New England area on his own. Sure, he did lose 3 of them, twice to Eli Manning and once to Nick Foles. But Tom Brady did so much winning here in New England that, he became one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, just based off of his ability to win. That when Brady won number 4 here in New England, he had climbed the mountain that no quarterback has done, since Joe Montana, and won his 4th Super Bowl. And then Brady went out and won 3 more. Tom Brady won more rings with the Patriots than the Cowboys have since the Cowboys have been owned by Jerry Jones. As soon as this team became relevant. But coming in here, trying to find ourselves a team that can even rival some of those New England teams led by Brady and Gronkowski, and you had those receiving cores of Welker and Edelman and Amendola and Gronkowski, even Randy Moss. Sure, him and Moss and Welker never really actually won anything here in New England, but those are just some of the most respected players in football history. Wes Welker, hard-nosed guy, played until his body gave up. Until his body physically couldn't take the concussions anymore, and it forced him to retire. And then Randy, had a couple shots at a Super Bowl ring, but never actually got to put one on, which is an unfortunate turn of events here. But this game is getting ready to get underway here. Drake May versus Jordan Love. It is going to be the tale of two very young future franchise quarterbacks here. Hopefully, and I do mean hopefully, Drake May can return to excellence here to the New England area. So, third and goal from the 3-yard line here. Love, end zone, caught for a touchdown in the corner right there. Green Bay does go up early here. Christian Watson with the catch. So 7-7 here, 13 left in the second quarter. And that's going to be up the middle by Josh Jacobs for the rushing touchdown as Green Bay retakes the lead here, 14-7. Defense, they get a stop right there. Offense, though, looking to rally back. And there you go, Ashton Jeanty into the end zone. There you go, big fella. Big touchdown there for the running back. He's into the end zone there. And he sets this team up. He does tie the score up at 14 apiece. And there you go. So here we go. 7.5 left in the third. 3rd and 6. Catch and run right there by the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love, 100 yards already here on the game. He does have the touchdown. So hopefully we can get something done here. Defense holds them to a field goal. So we are up down by 3. GT gets the hard first down right there. There you go. That's kind of what we have to do right now. Just fight for the hard yards. There is no easy yards here. Big kick right there. He got tied up at 17 apiece. 3.5 left here in the third. Here we go. Big pressure sack by Chase Young there on Jordan Love. You love to see that right there. No pun intended. Chase Young, though, former Ohio State standout. Now it's a 20-17 game. May looking for a touchdown here. There you go. Big catch to Mario Douglas. That one is in the end zone there for the touchdown, extending this lead here. Actually, I guess regaining the lead here for the New England Patriots. Probably their first lead of the actual game. So 24-20 now, 2nd and 10, handoff GT. GT room to run. He's in the end zone there. That's another touchdown there for Ashton GT, his 2nd on the ground of the game. And that does extend the lead there by 7 more points. So up by 2, scores now 26-31. Ashton Jeanty, following his blockers, turns upfield. Gets the first down. He's over 100 yards on 20 carries on the day. Sub 2 minutes, here we go. Handoff, Jeanty again. Jeanty, hard run right there. And there you go. Timeout there by Green Bay. So sub 2 minutes now, up by 5 points here on the game. Handoff, Ashton Jeanty. Patriots keeping the ball on the ground, looking just to burn as much clock as possible. And especially if you don't got to score. And there you go. Running out the clock there. Winning by 5. 31-26 is the final score. Jordan Love upset here in the playoffs. Not really an upset because Love was technically the 4th seed. Orange Gatorade dumped onto Gerard Mayo. So if you guys did bet the orange Gatorade, you have won yourselves the prop bet for FanDuel, whatever your betting choice is. But there you go. Look at that. For the 7th time in franchise history. There you go. Is that Randy Moss? Is Randy Moss taking out the Super Bowl trophy? That's wild. But there you go. Look at that. Roger Goodell presenting the trophy there to Gerard Mayo. He is hoisting it up there in front of the fans that came down to celebrate the New England Patriots. Drake May, 2 touchdowns on the day, 20 for 23. Buck 19 from GT. 85 yards receiving from Demario Douglas, led the team. He did have 2 touchdowns on the day. 61 from Hunter Henry. Polk got involved, so did Bourne and GT. That's the sacks allowed. We got pancakes first. Both tackles, Big Mike and Kelvin, both had some pancakes. 1 sack allowed by Kelvin right there. Tackles are led by Kyle Duggar with 9. July Divide did have 8 right there. TFL is 3 from Chase Young. You like to see that. Keon White had 2 of his own. 3 sacks for Chase Young, so good on Chase Young for getting home during this game. Love to see that right there. Will Lutz, perfect for the field goals, perfect for the extra points right there. Punting, 1 punt for 65 yards. Absolute unit there from Bryce Baringer. Jones had 1 punt return there for 11 yards. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. A couple players, they get some upgrades. Their offensive lineman, Cole Strange, gets an upgrade. I like to see that. He's up to a 78 overall now, thanks to the morale boost. 75 power guard right there on that left side. We also have Donovan Jackson on the right side getting an upgrade right there. Upgrade that power as well. He's up to a 78 guard here, thanks to the +1 to morale. I like to see that there for the kid. And then we also have Shamar James, middle linebacker here. 69 overall, make him a 70. He does have -1 morale for some reason, but he is technically a 71 overall. And look at that, the New England Patriots, they are victorious here in Super Bowl 60 actually. But next on YouTube though, peace out, rock on, stay super classy. Catch you on the next episode here on the channel featuring our New England Patriots.